Hello there, troopers, and welcome back to General Economics Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on this fine Wednesday night on another episode of the Debrief. Yeah, you thought I was going to mess up, right? I didn't. It is the Debrief where we talk about, that's right, Bad Batch, specifically Bad Batch Season 3, more specifically, Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 4 tonight. So, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here. Appreciate it. And how's everybody doing? It's middle of the week. It has been quite a week. It's been. I'm kind of really looking forward to the weekend. If I'm being honest, but but yeah. Again, I hope that you guys are doing just fine. I hope that you have. Um, if the week hasn't been so great so far, then the weekend's getting pretty close. Okay, weekend's getting pretty close. So just hang on a couple of days. Um, Thank you for joining. I hope that you guys are caught up, first of all, with Bad Batch. Um, but if I'm being honest, if you guys aren't, I can't say that I blame you. Okay, but we're gonna talk about that in a little bit, in a few minutes. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Anyway, we already got some people here in the chat, so thank you guys for being here. Even before I was here, which is kind of cool because that way I know that I'm not gonna be just streaming out, into the ether. So, what do you say we jump in right ahead and we talk, or we say hello to people such as Juan saying hello there. Appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you for being here early. Actually, it was about 20 minutes early. We got Rex from Millennium Workshop. Good evening, Gerald. Good evening to you, my friend. Great work with Brett. I caught some of the stream earlier. Yeah, you guys are doing a really good I guess team, when it comes to creating some cool stuff. So very much looking forward to it. We got Black Star 9 saying hello there, General. Appreciate you coming in, man. And so I actually got something in the mail from Black Star 9. I'm gonna show you guys in a couple minutes because I really liked it. So I need you guys to see it. We got Chris from the Man Collects saying hello there. Welcome, brother. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Thank you. Got LeBron Fed saying hello, everybody. Thank you so much, man. As always, for your support, we got Jeff, Star Wars Addict 77, saying hello there. What's going on, Jeff? Thank you so much for being here, man. Dude, you are you're giving Flex a run for his money, okay? On that lighting upgrade you did with your TV synced up, dude. Now you got me thinking, man. It looks super dope. Congratulations on that. Also, if you guys haven't, swing by Star Wars Addict 77 Instagram and check it out. Check out what I'm talking about. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just show you right here? Let me search real quick because I thought you did a really good job. Where are you, Jeff? Jeff is right here. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So let me share Jeff's Instagram right there. If you haven't, again, make sure that you follow him. But check it out. Check out some of the stuff that Jeff's been working on, on his display. So there, can I do full screen on this? No. But check it out. How the light, syncs up with what's being portrayed on his TV, which I think is very dope. Not to mention all the dope, cool stuff that he already has on his room. But check it out. You see how that transitions from Palpatine's like lightning? Look at the panels on the back. Dude, that looks so freaking cool, man. I really like it. So congrats on that. Jeff has one of the most, how can I say, most pretty, uh, most of the one of the best displays, when it comes to a collection. So very good job. Like I said, you are killing it out there. All right, let's keep going down here. We got Juan saying 1.95K. Damn, congrats, man. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Yes, that is quite correct, actually. We're getting close. We are getting very close to 2K subscribers here on the channel. And thank you so much for that, by the way. Also, if this is your first time here on the channel, first of all, we hope that you like it. We hope that you have a good time. and we hope that you consider subscribing if you haven't. Thank you so much if you already have, by the way. So just in case you haven't, it's free. First of all, let me just throw that out there. It is a free subscription, but I would greatly appreciate it because yeah, we are getting pretty close to 2K subscribers, which is kind of nuts, guys. Still, and I think you know what comes up. After the 2K, we hit the 2K mark. We're definitely gonna have a giveaway. As a matter of fact, we might have a couple of giveaways, but more on that later once we get a little bit closer. LeBron reminding everybody to hit that like button like Anakin hits the younglings. There you go. There you go. Thank you to LeBron, one of our great moderators here on the channel. Appreciate you. Congratulations, dude. He says, nah, thank you. It's all because of you guys. All because of the support of the Bunker Bunch. Wow, congrats, General, says Blackstar09. Nah, thank you again, guys. You guys are awesome. OBP Kenobi Relics in the house saying hello there, everyone. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for posting some of those good deals on Hasbro today. Actually, maybe we do a quick check in with that. I was wondering if some of those already sold out. But let me keep welcoming some people here in the chat. We got Tony saying, well, look who it is. That's right. So, guys, if you want to stay on the bleeding edge of what happened with the latest episode of Bad Batch, you gotta follow my man Tony, Star Wars Sith. This dude, he basically will not sleep until he gets all of the coverage out there for the episode that drops like at 3 in the morning. So if you guys are on the night shift, if you guys are having trouble, sleeping, and maybe a little bit of insomnia kicks in, check him out. Okay, I'm pretty sure he'll be dropping his video, like I said, at like 3 or 4 in the morning. So make sure that you are subscribed to our brother Star Wars Sith here on YouTube. And also his other channels. He's got a gaming channel, he's got a podcast channel. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come out with a cooking channel, maybe like a car mechanic, channel, that type of stuff. Because the man is just unstoppable. LeBron dropping Rex's Millennium Workshop's YouTube channel here. Appreciate it. One of the great builders out there. He does amazing work, guys. So definitely check him out. Same thing with Blackstar09. Thank you for that, LeBron. And we're going to talk about Blackstar09 in a little bit. And also dropping the Man Collects YouTube channel. Thank you, LeBron, for that. Jeff saying, thanks, brother. Hey, dude. Seriously, you're killing it. LeBron also dropping OBP Kenobi Relics YouTube channel. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. So OBP has actually been doing a few toy hunts as well. So make sure that you are subscribed to him. Don't miss out. Thank you, LeBron, for dropping Tony's Star Wars Hit 66 YouTube channel. Thanks, LeBron, says Tony. What's up, chat? OBP says, very cool lighting. Dude, right? He kills it with that thing, man. Honor, says Jeff. Dude, it looks so good. Chris saying, thanks for sharing my link, LeBron. Yeah, LeBron is on point tonight. Appreciate you. Same thing says OBP Kenobi. Blackstar says, thank you for sharing our links, LeBron. Absolutely. And speaking of links, make sure that you check out LeBron Fett's link right here on the screen. It's in the chat. All you got to do is click on it and it'll take you there. So make sure that you are subscribed. Star Wars it's saying, oh damn, almost 2K, almost, man. I'm getting close. Okay, I'm getting close. I can almost taste it. All right, what's up? LeBron says, Jeff. Yo, we got nerd affiliated Mr. Hollywood in the house. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, man. No worries, everyone, says LeBron. Yeah, LeBron is on point tonight. Kenobi 2K coming to Dreamcast next month. Very nice, very nice. Also, LeBron, there we go. Dropping nerd affiliate is not missing a beat. OBP says, I picked up Black Series Java the Hut for $50. Yes, so me too. So actually, a few people hit me up on this. I think the first one was actually Tony, because he's like, hey man, I don't like it when you save money. So let's fix that. So let me pull up here what we are talking about. Let me see. We're going to go to Hasbro Pulse real quick. And we're going to check on the clearance section of Star Wars. Okay, yeah. So here we go. So today, Hasbro had some a sale going on when it comes to some of their a lot actually of their lines, and this is specifically for Star Wars. And I'll be honest with you guys, there's some good deals to be had. So what OBP is referring to is this Black Series Jabba the Hutt, it's down to $50, down from $90. So I actually picked this up too. So Tony sent me this, and yeah, not cool, Tony. Very not cool. So I actually don't have a Black Series Java. So I was like, all right, you know what? $50 is not bad. You get all of this. This is the latest version, of course, for Return of the Jedi. So it comes in this retro looking box. And like I said, it does come with some accessories, Salacious Crumb, of course. And yeah, for $50, it's really not bad. But that's not the only one, honestly. There was some good ones still to be had, and a lot of these are still available, by the way, as you can see. But let me, where is it? Where is it? So the Slave One, for example, is 125 down from 200. So I think that's a pretty good discount. Oh come on, where is it? I just saw it. Where are you, precious? Right here. So the Ghost 3 pack for $55 down from 75. I think that's a fair deal. Speeder bike, $25 down from 45. And we got, if you're army building, the 212. Those are my boys right there. $40 down from 60. And this one. This one kind of got to me, okay? So this is the famous slash infamous multi-pack for the Force Unleashed. So this is the one that comes with Starkiller and 2 Stormtroopers. This one was I guess kind of like exclusive to the fan channels, or maybe to Hasbro Pulse specifically. But check it out, it's down to $78, down from 111. That's to me, that's a good discount. Okay. Um, Full disclosure, I've said it here, before on the show. I picked this up full price. So yes, I didn't really expect it to go on sale this soon. I'm glad that it is, because I think it's a good set overall. Um, I'm not saying $78 is uh, cheap, but it is cheaper for sure. So think about it. If you were on the fence about this one, I think this is a fairly good discount, and you're gonna get it, of course, brand new from Hasbro directly, all of that good stuff. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to say to you is go out there and spend money just like I did, so I don't feel bad about spending money today. Okay, that's really the bottom line here. But speaking about some good deals and being creative, honestly. So Blackstar09, our friend here in the chat right now, and his link for YouTube and Instagram is on the chat. He actually sent me something, and I gotta show you guys because I kind of freaking love them. So let me grab that real quick. Okay, so if you've seen his channel, you guys know that he does amazing 3D printing work. But I really like this because he actually designed this, based off of some stuff that he saw at Galaxy's Edge. So without further ado, check this guys out. He sent me this panel. This is for a light switch. So the light switch goes in here. But look at the details, guys. Look at the paint. The paint and the weathering is what got me. So this is kind of like, the way it looks, just this color, right? Once it's printed. But check it out. Look at all the weathering he did. This looks freaking amazing. And he got me another one. This one's actually kind of custom made for me, because he kind of designed it for my double switch that I have on another wall. Look at that, guys. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. Look at the details, the colors. Like I said, just the weathering. He did a really, really good job with the paint. So thank you so much to Blackstar9, Pablo, that's his real name, for these panels. These are going to go on my walls, okay? It's going to be a huge upgrade, and I'm kind of wishing I would have ordered more now. So if you guys want something, similar to this, please reach out to him. Let me drop his Instagram here. He does have a store that he's building up, so he doesn't have much stuff here or on it yet. But reach out to him on Instagram. DM him if you need something made. Uh, like I said, I saw what he was doing with some of the other panels, and he actually made this one for me. He didn't have this design before, so he actually drew it up, printed it, painted it. Dude, it's so good. It's gonna look cool. Of course, we will update you guys once I install these, on their respective walls. But I'm kind of loving these, quite a bit. So make sure that you reach out to him if you guys want something done. And he's been doing, other stuff, of course, not just the panels like this. He was actually just showing me that he is doing, the Unselling doors, from the Mandalorian show whenever they come out from their shop. So basically, this door here, that right there. So he did a really, really good job with that. There it is. Those are my panels. This is what it looked like um, before, and the difference is kind of crazy. So check him out. He does some awesome, awesome stuff. As I said, reach out to him if you guys want something done. He did this really cool. He's showing the progress here for the Nest thermostat. Look at that. That looks super, super cool. So uh, reach out to him, guys. Blackstar9 here on Instagram and on YouTube. And yeah, let's see if you guys, want to get something from him. I can attest to the quality because it looks freaking, freaking cool. So thank you for that, Pablo. I really, really appreciate it, man. Let me catch up here with the chat real quick. And then we're going to jump right into it. Before that, though, let me take a little sippy sip here because I've been talking a lot. I didn't realize it's been 18 minutes of me just nonstop. I don't know how you guys put up with that. It's too much me. Refreshing. So, where are we? LeBron dropping my Spanish channel, Spanish speaking channel. El Bunker de General Kenobi also here on YouTube. I'd appreciate it if you guys check it out. Tony says LMAO cooking channel. Hey, that one's free. All right. The next one, it's gonna cost you. So I got ideas. We got the first sister saying hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, Janine. I appreciate it, and I hope things are getting even if it's just a little bit better. So sending some love your way. Obi Picking Order says, thanks everyone. I'm going for more toy collectible hunts and unboxings. Nice, dude. Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Figure Fever in the house saying, Joker's Bunker, good evening, and everyone in the chat. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Our brother Archer says, I might do the same OVP. It's almost at a price that's just right. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Gilster, what's going on? Says, sorry, can't stay. Gotta watch live new episode. May the force be with you all. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Thank you so much, Gil. OBP says, Star Wars Hit Cats channel. Oh, there you go. There you go. Take notes. The Brown says, I'm back. My internet isn't stable. Oh, dang it, man. I hope it gets better. Archer saying, it's been ongoing sale, but they've been adding stuff little by little. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I remember when was it, like on Monday or something? I was just scrolling, and I saw they had some stuff, but I didn't see no Java. Archer saying the Mandos Troop Builders is good. 17, I think. Yep. Figure Fever saying that Jedi Ghost and Starkiller 3-pack is tempting. Dang it. Like I said, man, I bought the Starkiller pack at full price, okay? I said it before. And even back then, I said I don't recommend it. I'm just being, unreasonable because of my nostalgia for the game. But now at $78, that's not bad. That's not bad, definitely. Black says, I found the Force Spirit box at the Disney outlet for $39. Oh, that's insane. That's a good deal. Billy Haynes saying, what's up? Let the good times keep on rolling. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming in. OBP says, wow, Blackstar, I got mine on sale for $55. I got to find a Disney outlet near me. Yeah, no kidding. We used to have one back down in McAllen, and now they closed it, though. OBP says, very cool. Nice one, Blackstar. Yeah, he did a really good job. Thank you, says Blackstar R9. Once again, guys, check him out. Reach out to him. Customs are so cool, Blackstar. Yeah, he did a really good job. We got Brandon Clark saying, Star Wars, it send me new sub. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You get some applause for that. Thank you. Thank you to Tony as well. And like I said, we are inching. We are very, very close to 2K, guys. And like I said, we will have a giveaway giveaways probably at that point. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Brandon. We got OBP can Relic since following Blackstar now. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you for that. For our sister. Yeah. Big hug. Jenny, big hug. We got Rolando in the house. Guys, definitely check out Rolando's toy hunting. I don't know how he does it, man, but he is everywhere, like every day. And he still makes it into our streams, which is kind of nuts. Figure for you and saying hi to Rolando. We got Eben. Whoop. We got Eben saying, "What up, Bunker Bunch? Welcome, welcome, brother. Appreciate you." It's like, yo, Billy, thought you were going to relieve your midichlorian count. Hola, Eben says OBP Kenobi. Okay. And Rolando basically saying hi to everybody. Appreciate you, Rolando. Thank you for coming in. All right. So, Bad Batch. Bad Batch, Bad Batch. Yeah. Okay. So to wrap up, what kind of went on, I guess, last week we had a 3 episode premiere, and I think honestly now the rule of thumb is that if it's like a multi-episode premiere, it's because Disney is definitely not confident on that first episode. Yeah, it's just starting to show, honestly. So yeah, I wouldn't call it great episodes last week, and yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being too picky, but I wouldn't call it a great episode this week. It was fun to watch, absolutely. Um, but I still I'm like, "Ooh, we are 4 episodes in to the final season. We know it's the final season. We know technically we're not gonna get any more Bad Batch. As is, right? I'm sure they might show up in other shows and things like that, but Bad Batch show it's wrapping up right with this season. So I kind of by now I kind of expected more. All right, I kind of expected I guess a little bit more bang, I guess. But yeah, okay. So for those of you that are new here to the channel or to the stream, this is where we're gonna go on full on spoilers. Okay, so if you guys haven't watched the episode, feel free to exit the stream, go watch the episode, come back on the replay, and then let me know down in the comments if you guys agree with my comments. See what I did there? Linked it up. If not, then please note that we are gonna go full on spoilers. I'm even gonna show it right here. So, Bad Batch spoilers. Okay, we're about to begin. Again, if you don't want anything spoiled for the episode of this week that just dropped this very very early morning, um, you again feel free to exit the stream. But for those of you staying, we're about to go into it. So, here we go. All right, episode 4, season 3. Again, the final season. I can making an emphasis on that because I don't feel that people are fully aware of that, what that means. This is the last season, right? So different approach, and we basically start off where we left off in episode 3. We got a damaged ship that of course crash lands with Omega and Crosshair, and unknown planet. To that point, we do uh see them that they kept, oh, they're still running around with Batcher, the Larka that Omega sort of trained up, and they exit the shuttle, right? And they make their way, or they start making their way to a spaceport. Back in Mount Tantis, Nalasa is in trouble, because the good old doc is basically saying, "Hey, so it's a little bit weird that Omega never gave a positive result for the M count transfer." And Nala says like, "Yeah, no, that happens. If we're gonna get some fake positives, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, I'm not too sure. I think it's for reals, but we're gonna see when we capture her and bring her back. Um, you are gonna see who's really telling the truth." So we're on the spaceport. Whoops, spaceport. Again, I find myself admiring, some of these backgrounds more and more. Like it's a very polished style. Um, the details on some of these scenes are kind of crazy. Okay, I love the way it looks. Like visually, it looks really really good. Story wise, it's a little bit different, right? But so we get a spaceport, and of course, different species and all of that. We do have Empire presence, and something that stood out to me for this guys. Let me see if I can catch one. So yeah, there's Badger, which is the new mascot, I guess. Something that caught my eye for these stormtroopers. The stormtroopers were a lot of them are actually wearing ponchos. So I don't know. It feels kind of early into the empire for them to be breaking, uniform regulations, but they kind of are. So if you see these guys out here, maybe they're a special battalion, or they just came back from like a scouting mission, out in the middle of nowhere or something like that. But it is kind of recurring through the episode. So that again, that sort of caught my eye, because it seemed like the Empire didn't want any sort of customization, with the clones. That's why they all went back to like their regular armor, like no colors, no distinctions. But now the stormtroopers, like a few months into it, or maybe like a year into it, and they're kind of doing the same. But anyway, again, that just stood out to me this episode. So we get these guys to a spaceport. Of course, they want to board a shuttle to get out of there. And uh, in this episode, Omega is really, really like take charge, kind of like, "Hey, I got this. Um, Watch me and learn." That kind of stuff. Crosshair is not very amused about it. So here, he basically proposes to for him to take down, the security force, and she's like, "Hey, no, you know what? We're gonna try my way. Check this out." She goes up to the I guess to the ticket puncher for the shuttle, and she's like, "Hey, kind of need to we kind of need two tickets." And she's like, "Yeah, of course. What are the chain codes?" She's like, We actually lost them." And anyway, they sort of get into a, "Hey, would you accept a bribe?" type of situation. And the ticket puncher says, "Yeah, of course, but it's gonna cost you 15 grand each, so they need 30 grand." To which, of course, excuse me. To which, of course, Omega's like, "How are we gonna do that?" Crosshair is like, "Yeah, that wasn't such a great idea." So they decide to walk around, try to find some money. They end up in this fine establishment where the again Omega takes the lead, and Crosshair is just kind of sitting back and watching. Also, by the way, is it me or does this garment, for Crosshair, does that remind you guys of the what is it, the A-wing pilot's helmet, or is it just me? Because it kind of has even like the connections for the tubes. But yeah, this piece right here really really reminded me of the helmet for an A-wing pilot from Return of the Jedi. But maybe I'm just reading too much into it. So Omega's plan is to basically play some cards, right? Play some. I'm assuming it's Sabak, and kind of swindle her way into the money, which is okay. It's a plan. Crosshair's not very confident in it, but it seems like she knows what she's doing. So she actually does start winning. She does start winning some money, and then we get a little bit of a complication. Why? Because we have the Imperial officer show up to the establishment, basically to to pick up his bribe, right, from the bar. They're pretty obvious about it. He calls it whatever, type of contribution to the empire. But then he kind of notices that there is a game going on, and he so the Sabak player that Omega was playing initially keeps asking for just another rematch, right? Just keeps going. They kind of, she kind of already bled him dry. Oh, and then some stormtroopers actually patrolling, they noticed the crash shuttle in the outskirts, which I thought was a good touch. I'm like, okay, they're not completely, bad at their jobs. So the imperial officer comes in and says, "Hey, how about a real game?" They of course start playing, um, and turns out he's actually pretty good. Then of course Omega pulls whatever super trick she's got and beats him. Nobody thought she was going to beat him because he had a very strong hand. So he's like, you know what? I lost. I lost fair and square. So you take you take your money. Here's 20,000 credits, I believe. But and then a stormtrooper lets him know that, hey, we just saw a crash shuttle, outside the city, an imperial crash shuttle. And he's like, huh, well, I didn't know no shuttles were coming in today. But again, check this out. Check out this stormtrooper again. Not sticking to regulations when it comes to the uniform. So there's already some customization going on with stormtroopers. I guess it makes sense because remember from episode one of the show to episode three, there was like a 4 month jump. So it's been about 5 months since they captured Omega. So there's been stuff going on for sure. Probably the local garrison has been there for longer than that, so they're probably started getting a little bit comfortable, with their gear. And then the captain, the imperial officer, is like, "Hey, by the way, I'm gonna need you to pay your fine." And she's like, "What are you talking about? What fine?" And which I thought was funny. It's like, "Oh, so gambling is actually illegal." And so she's like, "Okay, well, what's the fine?" And he's like, "Oh, it's 10K." She's like, "All right, here you go. Whatever, go away." But then, as they are leaving, they find out that the Imperials took um, Batcher, the Larka. This kid, basically swindles them out of 5K just to tell him that the Imperials took her and they went into the cargo port. So Crosshairs, obviously, saying, "You know what? Forget it. Uh, we're gonna leave. We got enough credits actually our to buy our ticket. So just forget about the animal. Let's just leave." And of course, Omega's like, "Nope. It's because of her that we actually managed to escape. She helped us escape. Remember?" And he's like, "Look, we can't risk it just because of it." And Omega, of course, gets mad and says, "You know what? I'm done. I'm gonna go help Batcher. You take the money and run if that's what you want." To which Crosshair, of course, being the is, kind of decides to stick around, right? So we get a view of the cargo port, and check that out. Like I said, I'm kind of loving this scenery, this background. Let me see if I can show you guys. Like, look at that. That looks great to me. You know, all the different shades, the lighting. The ship looks good. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of details in a few of these scenes, so it's very very cool to see. Again, I think the animation is very very polished. Let's take a little break and jump right back here into the chat. So let me scroll back. You guys are on fire. Appreciate it. Evan saying hi to OBP and to Rolando. And he's saying, "Bad match almost made me cry, yo." All right, all right. Yep, episode 4 made me tear up. I think I know what you're talking about. You just need one episode for Vader to wax them all. Yeah, hey, that might be that might be the thing, right? Juan is saying, "I wasn't expecting anything and still got disappointed." Marta, welcome, welcome. Luis, same thing. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Rolando saying hi to Star Wars Sith. Marta and Luis. Juan saying, "The best from the first 4 episodes was the reunion at the end of this episode." I agree. Uh, Luis saying hi to Rolando. Rolando dropping Black Star Nine's Instagram. Star Wars Addict Instagram. Juan's Instagram. Thank you for that. And of course, Millennium Workshop's Instagram here. Hi, Spicy, says LeBron. Rolando dropping OVP Kenobi Relics Instagram as well. LeBron saying hi to Rolando. Um, Juan saying she pulled off Exodia. That's hilarious. That's awesome. And we got LeBron dropping Spice Runners Lounge YouTube channel. Guys, you gotta check out Spice Runners Lounge if you haven't for some reason. One of the best shows out there when it comes to Star Wars collecting. These guys are doing big things. Okay, they basically took over MegaCon Orlando. Um, they work with a lot of the creators out there for collectible, in the companies like Rico Robot, Tom Spina, all of them. So definitely check them out. They're doing some really really cool stuff. Um, Make sure that you join their Facebook group, by the way, because a lot of this stuff gets posted there, and they do get like exclusive offers. All right, so make sure that you do that. Alex Barba saying, "What's up? First time tuning in. Hey, man, welcome. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. We hope that you have fun here, man, and we hope that you consider subscribing if you do. So this is the debrief. This is the live stream where we basically go into Bad Batch episode of this week, and we sort of kind of discuss it. So thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Welcome. OBP says Rolando the Mahatsu's everywhere at once. And dude, he does that and he still records toy hunts, which again, I don't know how he does it. Rolando saying hi to Alex, OBP saying welcome, Alex, Juan doing the same thing and saying thanks for joining. Yeah, thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. So let's keep going with the episode then. So, oh, by the way, Alex, we are talking spoilers. You probably noticed that already, but just in case you haven't seen the episode, sorry, feel free to come back to the stream later on after you've seen it. So, we got, of course, cargo hold with a bunch of stuff, a bunch of different animals, and again, Omega's like, all right, we're gonna do this quiet. We're gonna do it my way, and Crosshair again. It's like, dude, seriously, like you gotta let me shoot somebody, right? I'm getting, I'm being wasted on this. Omega, sort of sneaks around, of course, trying to get to where Batcher is. And then sure enough, the the officer is like, nope, I kind of knew you were gonna be here. Okay. So there's another fine to release your pet because we have a no pet, policy here. And she's like, okay, well, how much? And he's like, you know what? Just give me all your money because um, once we take you back, to the good old dock, then it's not going to do you any good. So that's when they basically revealed that it was sort of an ambush. And here we go. Yeah. So then finally, as Crosshair says, Omega tells Crosshair, you know what? I'm done. Let's just do it your way. And he's like, yes. So he basically starts blasting to everybody. Big old fight ensues. Even though they're basically surrounded, they still can't hit anything. So I think that's kind of consistent with the stormtroopers. Apparently, the Omega, gets to the controls and basically releases, all of those sort of rushing the stormtroopers, which of course are having trouble with it. Um, but then we get where is it? So Crosshair, trading shots, and then we get the officer all the way into a big cage, which made me think of the Rathars. Remember the ones that Han Solo and Chewbacca were hauling at the beginning of the Force Awakens? Those tentacles seem kind of similar. Let me see if I can get the shot, which I think is this one here. But they don't really show. But look at those tentacles. They kind of do look the same color, no? I don't know. What do you guys think? You think there's a Rathar in there? And so anyway, the fight continues, of course, but Omega manages to get into the shuttle with Batcher, right into the cargo shuttle. Crosshair, follows in, and of course they take off. I actually kind of like the way that shuttle looked, to be honest. They did a good job, like I said, with a lot of the settings. But I want to show you my absolute favorite scene here. And again, don't ask me why I like it so much, but let me see if I can get it here. So they're shooting at the shuttle. Yeah, it's coming up. Uh, okay, so let me show you guys here. Right there. Look at that stormtrooper. First of all, again, not the standard. I guess not the standard gear for the stormtrooper. He does seem to have some extra armor, poncho, and goggles. But check this out, dude. Look at that. That looks so good. It looks so good. The effect of the light and then sort of like the heat, coming up from him. Look at that. The weathering on the helmet, like I don't know, I just love it. And then this happens to him. Boom, right? I I don't know. I don't know. I totally like that. I was all about that scene for some reason. I just really really liked it. It was maybe like an unnecessary detail, but I find myself rewinding to see that again, as I was watching the episode for the first time. I don't know. I freaking loved that scene. First of all, like I said, all the weathering on the helmet, and then the effect of like the, I guess like the what do you call it? The heat, sort of surrounding him, and the waves, and then he just gets blasted away by the engines. I don't know. Again, I can't fully explain it. I just visually, I absolutely loved that scene. That was my favorite part of the episode for me. Yes, I'm weird like that, but that was just so freaking fun. Um, and so the yeah, of course, so the shuttle, you know, exits the planet, and then they just kind of go away into hyperspace. All right. So um, we get the arrival, of course, of the clone commandos, and the doctor looking at the shuttle, and then Scourge basically says, "Yeah, we have confirmation that Omega and Crosshair were at the spaceport." To which the doc says, "What do you mean were?" He's like, "Yeah, well, a uh, they kind of stole a shuttle and they're gone." So he's like, "Okay, tell everybody, tell all our assets, by the way, tell all our operatives, uh, quote unquote, Asajj Ventress, maybe. Tell them, that they were spotted. Tell them that they sort of where they were heading. Basically, get everybody on it, right?" So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Asajj Ventress taking the job of taking back Omega? We'll see. So back in the shuttle, Crosshair is basically saying, "Hey, they can track us on this ship. We gotta ditch it." Omega is like, "Yeah, I already sent a coded transmission to Wrecker and Hunter, and they're gonna meet us, and it's gonna be awesome." And yeah, the Crosshair is like, "Hey, you know what, kid? It's been months. Okay, it's been months, so don't get your hopes up. All right." Of course, Omega's like, "Hey, they're gonna be there. All right, you shut up." So Crosshair is like, "We don't even know if they're still alive," and she's like, "They'll be there." So we get to this undisclosed planet, and they basically navigate to a spot where the Havoc Marauder is. And yep, we basically get our our reunion. All right. So Wrecker, of course, embraces Omega, super happy about it. And then of course we get Hunter. And they say we crossed the galaxy 5 times, looking for you. We never gave up looking for you. And Hunter's like, "But you're the one who found us. Like you actually reached out to us. We never, we couldn't find you, but you found your way to us. So hugs all around. Omega,
We,
gets, of course,
we
a little
missed you,
bit
kid.
teary eyed. Uh,
We never
and,
stopped searching.
Hunter, of course, telling her, hey, we never stopped looking for you.
How did you escape?
Of course, he asked this question, right? How did you escape? To which basically she says, I had help. Now, another thing I wanted to point out in terms of the little details is this right here. Check out the sort of like the grime on Omega's face. It's just a little details, like I said, that I feel that the animation has improved so much. So that's very very cool. I do enjoy that. Those little details visually, right, are what make it that much better, in my opinion. So of course, we get the good old reveal of Crosshair, right, who finally starts sorry creeping in the cockpit, and he comes face to face with his brothers, who don't look too happy, right, to see him. So yeah, not smiles, but no weapons drawn either. Um, Omega just kind of looking at everybody like, what's going on? And Crosshair, doesn't really say much, or actually doesn't really say anything. Like I said, they just kind of stare at each other, and then credits. All right, that's the episode in a nutshell. Um, yeah. So, Bunker Bunch, let me know what you think about this episode. Do you think it was good? Did you think it was worth it to be the fourth episode of the final season? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. So let me jump right back into the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Excuse me. So we got Alex saying, I did watch the episode. Animation looks incredible. That ending got me. Very well said. Honestly, I think you basically summed up the episode there. Hi guys, says Sami Hunter. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. OVP says, good point, General, on the Raptor idea. Right? I thought the tentacles look similar. Rolando saying hi to zombie. Alex saying, did you catch the poor Easter egg? No, I did not. Where? Uh Juan saying, Rule 32, enjoy the little things. Dude, seriously, I don't know what it was about that stormtrooper being blasted. I loved it. OVP says, a little humor makes it great, as long as it's not too stupid like that PO the scene, basically using the mobile commercial. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I hear you. Huge cliffhanger at the end of it. Figure Fever says, if you don't mind me asking, you received the package A-OK? Thank you. Yes, I texted you earlier. Or I thought I did on Instagram. Check your Instagram, Figure Fever. I could have sworn that I texted you. Didn't see that, Alex. Where was it? Yeah, where was that? Hey, Rolando, says Zombie Hunter. Alex says at 17:18 you can hear the pork. Oh, you can hear it? Let me see. I don't know how exact this thing is. 17:18. You mean when they release the animals? Let's see. Oh, good job. I can hear it. Can you guys hear it? No, probably not, right? Um, yeah, I can hear it. You can't see it, but I'm not sharing my screen. See, this is why I'm not a professional, guys. This is why I'm not a good YouTuber, because I forget to share stuff. So let me wind it back a couple of seconds. So right here. Yeah, I can kind of hear that. I can kind of hear that. It does sound like a pork. Thanks, Alex says OBP. Figure Fever says, shall thank you. Yeah, no, and let me know. I how do you call it? I did receive them, and thank you for that, by the way. Let's see. So, okay, again, what would you score this episode? From 1 to 10, what would you score it? All right. Um, Good things on it, yes. Um, Entertaining, I think so. I think it was. I think it was fun. But again, I'm sorry to nitpick, guys, but this is the final season. Okay. Again, technically, we're not getting any more Bad Batch, and this is episode 4 already. Okay, we should be very well, into the swing of things, and I just kind of feel like we knew that that Omega and Crosshair, were going to escape. We saw that, right? We saw that they escaped. Now, I'm okay with them showing a little bit of how, they sort of got reunited. But did it have to be a full episode? Did it have to be, 25 minutes or whatever that episode is long? I kind of feel like no. I kind of feel we could have condensed, this down to half an episode and then maybe, get to the reunion part a little bit faster. Reunion scene was great. I agree with everybody here in the chat. I did like it. I did get a lot of the feels, right? Um, but yeah, overall, we kind of knew it was going to happen, right? So s- this is what I'm trying to say. We are 4 episodes into the show, right? Into the last season, the final season, and I still haven't really gotten a like a wow moment or like this is pretty unexpected, moment. And again, if this was just a regular season, okay, that might not be too bad. But since this is the final season, right, where they're supposed to sort of start wrapping up all the stuff, I kind of feel that after 4 episodes, we should have gotten something a little bit more meaningful to the story, to the character's story, right? Why? Because in the last episode, we kind of saw this dynamic of Omega and Crosshair, where Omega is the one taking charge, and it actually works out. And so Crosshair starts, trusting her a little bit more. Um, we see just more of the same of that here. Again, it's fun. It's a well put episode. I don't really have anything like too specifically against the episode itself. If I look at it, just about the episode, there was some action, there was some fun, some new stuff. Like I said, with the new looks for the stormtroopers, maybe they're going to, that's the how do you call it? That's how the sand troopers are starting to look. At that point, we get to see some of the corruption of the empire. That's always fun. Again, visually, it's so good. Visually, I have zero complaints. Visually, it looks great. But unfortunately, that's kind of the standard now, right? That it does look really good. The music was really good, actually. Sound effects, like we just pointed out, was pretty good. So, like I said, the episode itself, if I look at it by itself, yes, it's an okay episode. It's a fun episode. It's I dare to say a good episode. But when I look at it again as part of the final season, as part of the storytelling, right, of what should be sort of the wrap up for the show, I don't know. I kind of feel like we need a little bit more. So I really, really hope that episode 5 gives us sort of like that advancement into the story. All right. Uh yeah, I don't know. That's just my rant about it. This season so far, again, just looking at the first 4 episodes right now, hasn't been, um hasn't really had the wow factor for me. Last season, it started off kind of slow, but it had a lot of like wrapping up, with the story about Count Dooku's treasure and all that. So that had, story to it. That had a little bit of connective tissue, right, to the movies, to the Clone Wars show. This one, it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, you could sum it up into, the Bad Batch, Omega and Crosshair escape. Um, Wrecker and Hunter are looking for them, and now they're reunited. And that's kind of it, right? The stuff with Palpatine on the last episode was great. It's always good to see him. He looked good and all that. But Project Necromancer, again, we kind of know what that's about. We kind of know where it's going, where it ends up. So no real like surprises, unless they switch it and Project Necromancer is something completely different, which I doubt at this point. Um, so yeah, again, maybe I'm being a little too picky, but I enjoyed the episode. Again, it's a fun episode. It's got action, it's got humor, it's got visual effects that are great. But overall, in the season, I don't feel like it's where we should be by now. Let's see. So let me see. So Juan is saying 6 or 7 score. I got you. Score 8 because of the end scene. Yeah. So I think a lot of us are sort of in that camp. OBP, because of that last scene. They I agree that elevates this episode. Otherwise, I think I would have been like at a 5, maybe 6. I'm like at a 7. Again, I'm trying to look at the episode by itself, but I just can't. I have this like lingering thought that these are the last episodes we're gonna get. Right? This is the last season. So 4 episodes in, that's almost a quarter of the season. We should be getting a little bit more. Um, Alex saying I give it an 8.8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Nice. All right. Good. 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 Juan is saying the music is amazing in the endings. Yes, the music is really good on the show too. OBP says I think they're building that relation between Omega and Crosshair because at some point he's going to sacrifice himself to save her. Yep, I agree, and I totally agree. And I don't think we're gonna be too surprised, right, about that. OBP says that makes his loss hit that much harder, and he redeems himself with the Badgers. Yeah, I see that, but again, I think a lot of us sort of think that's what's going to happen, right? It'd be cool if that's not what happens, right? What if Omega is the one that ends up, sacrificing herself to save Crosshair? That'd be kind of cool. I'm actually kind of down for that. Nothing against Omega, a little bit. Just she's getting on my nerves a little bit. Um, but it would be, how do the Badgers, deal with that kind of loss? That would make for an interesting twist. I doubt they'll do it because I mean she is a girl, right? And she is a kid. So yeah, probably not. But who knows? Maybe they go for it. We got our brother Elijah Flex Star 77 saying, "What's up, General and Bunker Bunch? Welcome, brother. Thank you so much for being here." Also, guys, I should have mentioned it before, but if you haven't, you definitely need to go check out Rogue 5 Cantina here on YouTube. Our brother Flex, brother Joe, excuse me, sorry, Brad, Janine, they all put on a great show on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Central, and you don't want to miss this week's, okay, or technically next week's. So this coming Sunday, they are actually gonna do their 21st episode, and they will be doing a mental health episode. Very, very important topic. Something that I kind of feel it's still not discussed enough. We're definitely making progress on that end. So if I highly recommend that you check it out. Again, it's going to be Sunday, 8 p.m. Central, Rogue 5 Cantina. Let's see what else we got. We got Alex saying, I was able to attend the premiere of Severance class last weekend at Lucasfilm. It's a different experience watching these episodes on a big screen, felt like a movie. Dude, that is freaking awesome. Uh, do you have sorry Alex, I haven't had a time to check your profile, but do you have a YouTube channel? Did you post that on your YouTube channel? Because that is freaking cool, man. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram if you do. Hit me up with a link. I'll be definitely interested to learning about your experience. And I bet, like I said, I find myself enjoying these visually so much. Like they look so good. I can't even imagine what they look like at a big screen. And of course, the energy's got to be way different. That is very cool, Alex. Congrats on that. Zombie Hunter saying hi to Flex. Rolando doing the same. OBP says, "Yeah, that outcome is pretty obvious. Maybe Dave throws his curveball. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of hoping so. To be if I'm being honest, Captain. OBP says Captain Flex. Zombie saying sexy flexy in the house. Yes, sir. Rolando dropping Flex Instagram right there. Flex saying how to zombie OPN. Rolando dropping Zombie Hunter's YouTube channel. Thank you for that. Zombie Hunter says, thanks, Rolando. You the man. Yes, he is. Thank you, Rolando says Flex as well. And Rolando dropping the Rogue 5 Cantina YouTube channel right there. So, again, guys, make sure that you check him out on Sunday. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be an important show. So, make sure that you tune in, participate if you feel like it. But yeah, definitely go give him a watch on Sundays at 8 p.m. Central. Well, there it is, guys. That is it for tonight. I thank you first of all for hanging out with me and talking about Bad Batch. We will be keep going with this debrief every Wednesday, hopefully every Wednesday, unless something happens, like last Wednesday, which was the first one, and we botched that up. Anyway, every Wednesday around this time, 8 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Central, around there, where we will discuss the current episode of Bad Batch with spoilers. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope that you stick around. Um, and I hope that you consider subscribing if you haven't, because we are very, very close to 2,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is kind of nuts. Not gonna lie, it still sounds weird to say. But yeah, so I would appreciate it if you haven't. Consider subscribing. We will be having, of course, a giveaway. Again, more than likely a couple giveaways once we hit that next milestone. And I appreciate each and every single one of you here on the Bunker Bunch for always being supportive and always sharing the content too. So thank you for that. um Once again, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your week. Also, before we leave, I would appreciate it if you guys check us out over on Facebook. Just search for General Kenobi's Bunker. On Instagram, general.kenobis.bunker, and on TikTok at general underscore kenobis underscore bunker, where we'll be posting a lot more stuff. Also, check us out here on the main channel, General Economics Bunker, here on YouTube. And for all you Spanish speaking, check out the second channel here on YouTube called El Bunker del General Kenobi, which literally translates to General Kenobi's Bunker. So thank you again, Bunker Bunch. I really, really appreciate you. Go watch some Bad Batch if you haven't. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Okay, let's see. Like I said, I'm really hoping that episode 5 kind of picks it up in terms of the story, because I feel that we need to at this point. All right, I feel that we are pretty deep into the season to sort of still be dealing with kind of like the same situation. All right, so thank you everybody for joining. Have a good rest of your week. Have an awesome weekend. Tune in to the Rogue 5 Cantina on Sunday, and may the force be with you. Peace out.